In the Neighborhood
with Thad.
Hey guys, welcome everybody to In the Neighborhood with Pastor Thad. This is a special edition of In the Neighborhood. This is the Go Vote edition. I'm here with my friend Jason Yates. He is the CEO of My Faith Votes. This is a national organization, Christian organization, that is encouraging Christians to be informed and to go and vote their biblical values. Welcome to In the Neighborhood, my brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so awesome for you to be here. So Jason, you told me some time ago the origin story, and it blew my mind about how My Faith Votes started. Can you share with everybody out there in the neighborhood about how the organization
Yeah, you
came?
bet. So our founder is a literary agent, and he represents Christian authors in their book deals, right? And so you would know a lot of these Christian authors, a lot of their books in bookstores, but one of those is Dr. Ben Carson.
Awesome.
And so in working with Dr. Ben Carson in 2015 on a small little book called One Vote, Make Your Voice Heard, it's all about how to become an informed voter. He learned that there were 25 million Christians in 2012 who were registered to vote but didn't vote. They left their faith on the sidelines and said, man, we got to do something to help Christians, empower them to bring their faith forward and to vote in every election. And that was the birth of My Faith Votes.
Man, what an awesome story. I just absolutely love that story, how a need was seen, and then Christian people stepped in and say, hey, let's help this. Let's do this. Okay, so obviously there's Christians out there, right, that sometimes struggle, back and forth. Should I vote? Shouldn't I vote? And I know you've had conversations galore, but let's just, for the time that we have, what's one reason, right, that you could kind of encourage Christians, hey, go vote?
Yeah, well, I think God calls us to be light. He doesn't say to us, you should be light. He says you are light, right? Absolutely. And so we are to shine that in our communities and our nation. And Galatians 6:10 says, as you have opportunity, do good to everyone, but especially those of the faith. And I'm telling you, voting is an opportunity to do good and impact those around us.
Absolutely. There's nothing passive in that. Earlier we talked about sermon series, Faith People, we talked about passive agreement. This is a way to not be passive.
That's right.
This is a way to do good, to be positive, to be a light in your community, and to have your voice heard through a vote. Okay, website. What's the website?
myfaithvotes.org. And right there, you can access your personalized voter guide and see from the top of the ticket all the way down and get informed to vote.
Awesome. So make sure you're checking that out. Make sure that you're forwarding this to all your friends. We have something super special going on Monday night. That is next week. It is November the 7th. What's happening?
My Faith Votes every single election period. Election Eve, we have a prayer event that just calls people to come before God, seek His face for our nation, for our communities. And so we're working with some folks from Alliance Defending Freedom who are going to help us speak into and pray into parental rights, religious freedom, and just the elections in general.
So everybody out there in the neighborhood can tune into your website, find out more information?
Go to myfaithvotes.org and you can get information about that prayer event.
Man, thank you so much. Share this video and be informed, be encouraged, go vote, be a light in the world.
Bonus time!
How many of you want to please God with your vote? I know I do. But Hebrews 11:6 tells us this, that without faith, it is impossible to please God. It doesn't say that you won't, or probably won't, or you might not. It says it's impossible to please God. Well, I'll tell you what, faith is action-oriented. James tells us that without faith, without works, our faith is dead. So we know this, right? That we put our faith into action. We represent Him in all things, but we represent Him at the ballot box. When we understand the issues, we've explored what the Word of God says about them, and we're bringing that forward and voting biblically through a biblical lens. So I encourage you, if you want to please God, this election season with your vote, spend time in the Word, seek His face, understand the issues from a biblical worldview, and then go. Go to the polls, go vote, and vote all the way down the ticket. You will please God when you put your faith into action.